Hello and welcome to another On Deck Baseball Pro gameplay tutorial video. Today we're going to be talking about the special situation charts. These are your rare plays and injuries that can occur during the course of a game, and those are signified on the matrix of the batters with a star. So if you can see that right there, that is a star. That star will mean that you have to start referring to the special situation charts. Now you can also refer to the manual for On Deck Baseball Pro. It is going to be on page 25. You'll see the situation chart there and a little brief summary on how to go about it. So each special situation will have its own requirements for you to fulfill to satisfy the mechanic, and we're going to go ahead and go with some of these simulated gameplay situations. I'm going to have the 1938 Kansas City Negro American League Kansas City Monarchs in the field, and my batting team will be 2001 Arizona. So I'm going to have my batters here. This is my outfield, this is my infield, and then I have my pitcher and my catcher here. So we'll take a closer look here at the matrix. When you get that star symbol after rolling on the batter's card or the pitcher's card, it is on both, you're going to go ahead and roll a red and blue die on your situation matrix to figure out which chart you're going to need to refer to. So we're going to say we have Tony Womack at the plate, and we just rolled on his situation star, which is a 6-3, and that is going to refer us here to the situation matrix. We're going to take our two die and we're going to go ahead and roll. We're going to roll a blue 5 and a red 7. So a blue 5 down to a red 7 is a 6. All these numbers refer to positions on the field. So if you're familiar with how numbers are designated on a baseball field, you will know that 6 is shortstop. If you get a B, that means that it will be on the batter himself. 1 obviously pitcher, 2 catcher, 3 first base, 4 second base, 5 is third base, 6 is shortstop, 7 left, 8 center, and 9 is right field. So for this particular example, we rolled a blue 5, red 7, and we are going to be going to the shortstop chart. So I have them all in order here, and there is shortstop right there. Once you find this chart, you're going to roll 1 die. It doesn't matter if it's red or blue, you're just going to roll 1 because these situations are marked from 1 to 10. So we'll take our 1 die, we're going to roll, and we roll a 7. You turn over the chart, and on a 7, we have batter hits a line drive right up the middle. Ball ricochets off the pitcher's leg towards the shortstop. Shortstop goes for the play at first. If shortstop's defense plus roll is less than 4, batter is out with all runners advancing 1 base. So now remember, in these calculations, your defense rating is always going to be a negative number. So with this one, we're going to roll the die, and we're going to subtract the shortstop's fielding rating, and if it is less than 4, the batter is going to be out. So our shortstop here is going to be Mex Johnson. His fielding rating at his primary position that he's in is a -2. So we're going to roll 1 die right here, apply a -2, which is a 6 minus 2 is a 4, and it says less than 4, the batter is out. So it is not less than 4. That means that Tony Womack has just reached first base on a ball that was hit off the pitcher's leg, and the shortstop was not able to make a play. It's important to remember that the fielding rating is always going to be negative. If the situation chart takes into account the batter's speed obviously is going to be positive. So defense is negative, offense is positive. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do another one here. We're going to keep Womack at first, and Reggie Sanders is going to be our next batter. We're going to pretend that we already rolled the die, and we rolled a 2-10, which is going to be the star on his card. We're going to get out our matrix again, and we're going to roll 2 die. We roll a blue 1 and a red 3. So a blue 1, red 3 is going to be a 5. Again, 5 is designated to be the third baseman. So we'll get our chart again, and we'll go find the third baseman. And we are going to roll 1 die to figure out where on the third base chart we have to look at. Now remember, we do have a man on first this time, so that could change how the play plays out. So we're going to roll one die. We roll an 8. Third base and shortstop collide going after an infield pop fly. If third baseman's defensive rating plus roll is less than 4, third baseman comes down with a spectacular catch. If the ball is not caught, the batter is credited with a single. All runners advance one base. Third baseman suffers a bruised eye and must be removed from the game. So in the pro version, if there is an injury, you will be alerted to how many games the pitcher or the batter or the fielder will miss. This differs a little bit from the fictional game, in which you would have to continue with a different series of rolls to see if how many games the player would miss according to his ability to recover. In the pro version, I did it shorter just because I wanted to make sure that players were available for people that were doing tournaments, so injury durations are a little bit shorter. All right, so third baseman and a shortstop collide. We're taking our third baseman, Roosevelt Cox. He is a -5, so we're going to roll our die. We roll a 6. 6 minus 5 is 1. That is less than 4, and that means that the out has been made with a spectacular catch, and because it is a pop-up, Tony Womack will remain at first base. So that is that one. We'll go ahead and do another one here. Reggie Sanders is out. That's going to bring up Luis Gonzalez. This is the 2001 Luis Gonzalez card. Spectacular card for him. 57 home runs that year. And we are going to pretend, obviously, that we have already rolled the star, which is on a 9-3 result for Luis Gonzalez. So again, we're going to take our situation matrix. We're going to roll 2 die. I roll a blue 6 and a red 3, which is going to be on the shortstop again. These are not perfectly equal. Some positions will get more than others, but it is distributed according to how most plays are done in the field. So we're going to the shortstop again, which is going to be Mex Johnson. Remember, Womack is on first. See if that plays into it. And we are going to go ahead and roll our 1 die again to see where we're going. We roll a 7 this time. And that is basically the same exact thing that we already covered. So I'm going to roll one more just to get a different situation here. We're going to roll 1. Batter hits weak ground ball to shortstop. Shortstop tries to complete the play to first with a barehanded grab. If shortstop defensive rating plus roll plus the batter's speed is less than 9, the batter is out at first on a 6-3. All runners will advance to first, or 1 base. So that already means that Womack's going to be at second. He's already advancing on the play. Our shortstop is, again, Mex Johnson. Our batter is Luis Gonzalez, who has a 4. So we're going to take the roll, and we're going to subtract out the defense, which is going to be a minus number again, and then we're going to add the 4. So this comes into play. Obviously, the offense is a positive number, so that's going to increase his chances to reach in first. The defense is a negative number, which will decrease his chances of reaching first. So we're going to roll 1 die. We roll a 1. 1 minus 2 is going to be a -1, but then we're adding in the 4, which will bring it to 3. If it is less than 9, the batter is out at first on a 6-3. So obviously, with the low roll, it had a much better chance of getting a play at first, which he did. Luis Gonzalez is out, but the runner advances to second. So Womack is now on second base. We'll go ahead and do another one. Matt Williams is now the batter. His star is on a 6-3 result. And we're going to go ahead and assume we rolled that, and we're going to roll once again on the situation matrix. We roll a blue 6, red 1, which again is a shortstop. I'm just going to roll so I can get a different fielder here. We roll a 10-7, which is on the pitcher. All right, so our pitcher is Hilton Smith. We're going to get out the pitcher chart. And as usual, we're going to roll 1 die to see what the situation is. We roll a 2. Batter hits line drive right back up the middle. If the pitcher's defense plus roll is less than 8, pitcher snags the ball right out of the air for an out. If 8 or more, line drive goes up the middle for a single. So we're going to roll one die, subtract out the fielding for the pitcher, which is Hilton Smith is a -4. A 6 minus 4 is a 2. If it is less than 8, the pitcher snags the ball right out of the air, so Hilton Smith makes an amazing play. Tony Womack stays at second because Hilton Smith got the out. And we'll do one final one. Matt Williams is now out, and that's going to bring up Steve Finley. Steve Finley's star result is going to be an 8-2, a blue 8 and a red 2. We'll pretend we already rolled that, and now we're rolling on our situation matrix. We roll a 7-4, which is going to be on the catcher. Our catcher is Harry Else. You'll notice that his defensive rating is a -4, so he's a pretty good defender. And we'll go ahead and get the catcher chart out. Remember, Womack is on second in case that comes into play. So we're going to roll one die here. We roll a 4. Batter hits a pop foul down the right side. Catcher gives chase. If catcher's defense plus roll is less than 7, catcher makes a spectacular catch. His defense, again, is a -4. We're going to roll one die. We roll an 8. 8 minus 4 is 4. So it is less than 7, and that means that Harry Else ran down the line on the right-hand side and made the play on a pop-up. So that is your situation plays. I hope that clears up any confusion when it comes to how to handle in these mechanics when it comes up. There are other mechanics that obviously you can do as well that come in similar charts, and that is the bunt, and that will be covered in a separate video. But this is a situation matrix. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Please hit that thumbs up. It helps these videos gain a wider audience and get some traction there. And I do appreciate you taking the time out to watch this video. And thank you. Have a good night.